Hi and welcome to my review of the SEL24f18Z. This E-mount lens is for APS-C cameras only. It has a filter thread of 49mm. Its aperture goes from 1.8 to 22. The lens is quite expensive and costs around $1,000 or 900 euros. It comes with a lens hood and a nice leather bag. The diameter is similar to other Sony APS-C lenses. It's a bit longer than the 35mm, but still quite compact. Although it's made out of metal, it only weighs 220 grams. The minimal focus distance is very little, with only 16 centimeters. The average minimal focus distance is around 24 centimeters, for example the kit lens. You can get really close to your subject. Quite impressive. It has 7 aperture blades, giving your sun stars 14 rays when stopped down. I'm not an expert on distortion, but it doesn't seem to be an issue on that lens. Vignetting is also okay for such a fast glass. So let's take a look at bokeh fringing. This photo was shot at f1.8. So if we take a closer look, we definitely can see some fringing, some purple fringing here. And if we look down, we have some blue and green fringing, but this is very normal for f1.8. So now let's take a look at longitudinal chromatic aberrations. Yeah, we definitely can see here some fringing, some red fringing down and up, some blue fringing, blue to green. Also here on this side visible. So this is at f1.8. If you stop it down to 2.8, it definitely improves. If you look on the other side, 1.8, 2.8, and further stop down to f5.6, and it improved again. Still we have some chromatical aberrations, but I'm really tight zoomed in. This is 150%. Color accuracy is measured with a color checker in DaVinci Resolve. But keep in mind that videography is about being creative. Maybe you want a lens that produces warm colors instead of accurate colors. The 24mm performs very well and has the second highest score among all lenses I tested so far. To measure the general sharpness, I compared these test shots with all lenses I own. The radius of my test chart is 6760 pixels. 10 is the highest rating given subjectively by myself. The rating is multiplied with the respective radius. Sharpness performance is okay at f1.8, but should be stopped down to f2.8 to get a good result. Overall sharpness is increased when stopping further down to f5.6, but center sharpness somehow slightly decreases. At f1.8, the 24mm is really outstanding when comparing it to other fast lenses I own. Same applies for f2.8 and 5.6. Close-up sharpness is not really measured and calculated. I assess the test shots of a lens subjectively in relation to all my lenses I own. Close-up sharpness wide open is okay in the center and corners, which is a good result compared to other lenses at that aperture. At f2.8, the center sharpness is really good. Corners gain some sharpness increase too. Compared to my other lenses, the performance at 2.8 is outstanding. At f5.6, sharpness is boosted in the center and corners, making it my sharpest lens at this moment. Here are the final results of my tests. The average score for the SEL24f18Z is 55% at the end. The 24mm is my most expensive lens, so I'm not surprised that it achieved the highest score among all my lenses. Bokeh is quite beautiful in this lens, nothing I could complain about. For very blurry backgrounds, you have to get quite close to your subject. For weddings, I tend to use the 35mm 1.8 to leave some privacy distance to people who are not eager to be filmed. Here are some sample shots of my last project filmed with my 24mm. What do I like about this lens? Optical performance is really good and its wide aperture is nice for low light situations. It's very compact despite its large aperture. This lens is really expensive for an APS-C lens. If you can do without autofocus, you should consider manual lenses like the Samyang Rokinon 24mm 1.4. As videographer, I really miss an optical image stabilizer on such an expensive lens. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for further lens reviews on my channel. For further information on how I tested my lenses, just watch my test explanation video. Bye bye.